Hey, Shalom Shalom, how you doing? Hope everything's good with you. I am back again with another thought for you. This is the channel where intellects hang out. We don't have that large crowd of knuckleheads looking for some drama, talking about some stupid stuff. But anyway, you know, I discuss things, I share points with you, thoughts and everything to put thoughts on your mind so you can, like, okay, what the Nubian King talking about today? As you see, I'm sitting up in the crane, as I always do. I have a lot of time to think and read. I got books and everything over here. But listen, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. You all did beautiful. I was at 650 for a minute, and I asked someone to go ahead and subscribe, and 4 people subscribed. They broke that 650. Let's keep pushing. Appreciate it. Want to say thank you for subscribing. Yeah. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. Also, don't forget, hit that like button. All right, so YouTube can see. And y'all did me real good because my video was recommended last week. I'm like, oh, okay. And hit the notification bell. So as you know, when I put something up, y'all get notified. Okay? Listen, what I want to speak today about is mankind. Mankind. I want to speak today about mankind, human people, planet Earth. Things that I see taking place here on the planet concerning the human family. When you look at the governments of the world, most governments, they're on some straight up bullshiggity. That bullshiggity always causes the people of those countries to suffer. Increased cost of living, the same income or no income, or either some way they end up taking more money out of your paycheck, leaving you with less to do for your family. The farm, the fields, all kind of stuff, man. And it's like the government, they don't do anything, to enhance, improve, and uplift the life of the people. If it's something that your government has done in your country that's made your life on a fundamental level better, let me know. Say it in the comments. Yeah, well, the government, they said, they did. It's always something drama, man. And then you look over there at America. The reason why everybody, look at America and be focusing on America, if you didn't know, is it's true. What take place in America affects the world. And what take place in the world affects America, because America is so spread out all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Forcing its agenda upon all these nations, and all those nations do not, experience any type of improvement having America there. You have a lot of people in America that feel like they doing good humanitarian thing, helping other nations. That's folks that's really, got their head stuck in the sand and ain't really looking at, they don't want to really look at the other side. Nevertheless, not only America doing dumb stuff, the government leaders, that causes the people lives to be, made worse. Here in Israel, right now, you know what Israel is suffering from? Corrupt leaders, corrupt criminal leaders, man. It's like, are you kidding me? No. This guy Netanyahu, do you all know he has 3 criminal cases that he's fighting in court on a regular? And he has other people in the government, other ministers, that are straight up criminals. They done been in prison, got out of prison, and they back in the government. It's like, is there anything else you can do? No. These guys is coming out of prison, getting right back into government position, running the country. Yeah, that's here in Israel. But you have to consider Netanyahu, when he was running to be prime minister again, everybody in the country knew he had these criminal cases he was fighting in court. But check this out. These old bandits, man. Do you know what the big deal in Israel right now? They really is protesting. The fact that Netanyahu's government, right, they want to take the power from the Supreme Court away, and give it to the ministers. Because, you know, Israel, their government structure is not like America. You have a president in America that's head of the government, the legislative, you know, the executive and all of that. The president sit above everybody. He sit over the military, everything. In Israel, it's not like that. You have ministers. You have a bunch of ministers, and they all have different, you know, responsibilities, so forth, running the government. And then you have one minister that sit above those, like the big boss. They call him the prime minister. That's Netanyahu. Now, the Supreme Court has the power to lay down, you know, different laws, sentences, put people in prison and do like that. It's the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, where they have a lot of power. It was the Supreme Court that looked at the case with Netanyahu and said, yep, there's enough evidence to put him to trial. And that's what they've been doing. So some people, you know, like, no, the dude dirty. All right, so everybody knows what this guy's involved in. Netanyahu. Aryeh Deri. Straight up criminal. Man, these guys been in and out of prison and jail, and everybody know everybody. And so now, what was the issue? The Supreme Court said Aryeh Deri could not be a minister because he just got out of prison, got a criminal record. No. But Netanyahu, he's pulling strings to take away the power of the Supreme Court so that the ministers will have more power than the Supreme Court. You know why he's doing that? He ain't doing it just so Deri can be in there. He's doing it so that he can stay out of prison. He would rather give this whole country up to save his own behind. And y'all know America. You're supposed to know America's record. Now look at Canada, what they up there doing. Then New Zealand and all these countries around here listening to these heathens. You know, in short, I'm going to just say this like this. At this point, I'm really leaning toward there is another intellect on this planet that does not want humans here, because we're seeing so much about the basic substance that humans need for existence. That's clean air, fresh air, clean water, and food. Saw this video the other night. They was rolling around Chicago with this truck spraying out this foam all in the air. With the way the government record is, so far as, you know, harming and killing people, you know, this last pandemic we just went through, now they talking about so many people, you know, with damage and terrible effects and everything. But it's too late now. When they was doing it, you couldn't say nothing about it. Now they done stabbed all these people, and that junk is in them. It's too late. So, you know, people saying whatever they want. And it's like every time you look up, man, whatever the government come up with, it mess the people up. It just screw them up every time. It's like these laws they be activating. It's like, what? And then what can the people do? To protest. Like, you know, Israel, they guns is not like America. In America, you got, what, 350 million people, more or less? Well, studies have shown there are 5 times more weapons in America than there are people. So you're talking about It's well north of 1 billion weapons in America. Some people don't have just one. If it's 350 million people, some people got, man, in their house, they got enough weapons to outfit a doggone mini army. Saw this picture, this guy and his family, they had so many weapons spread it out neat on their back porch. Everything from handguns to 50 calibers to grenade launchers. Shazam. And Americans, they know. If they give up their weapons, they done. You see them other countries down there, what's that? Australia, New Zealand, and something, the government wearing their butts out because the people are not armed. But in America, government know. Them folks is armed, a lot of them veterans, and they like, bring it. You know, you push them Americans too tough, you're going to have a response. Anyway, my point is what? I believe that this world has been taken over by a superior intellect greater than man that does not want humans here. That's where I'm at now. That's exactly where I'm at. You know, why? Because when you look at it, every single thing come out, you hear about, it does not have the best interest of mankind at hand. It's like every law, every ordinance, everything, you know what I'm saying, they come up with, it's not good for humans. Now they talking about eating bugs, cause food shortage. How do we get the food shortage? They burnt up and tore down and destroyed all them food manufacturers. And then in America, they went to the GMO. Why? What was happening with the food? Okay, you got to think, man, we've been here. This place been here. Don't nobody really know how long this world been here. They can sit up and tell you 2 million years, 100 years, 2 years, whatever. You don't know. Then they can talk about carbon dating because of the fact that you out there doing your job, all right, and you're going to go home, whatever you got to do. You are not going to spend no time studying anything about carbon dating, how to scrape some stuff off a bone. You're not going to do anything in the area of DNA. You know, we sitting up and they say something to us about something they claim they discover or something they know. How do we know? Only thing we know is what they told us. I still don't know whether or not they telling us the truth when it comes to whatever they telling us. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing specific because why? They line up. They line about everything, especially in America. And it's never anything good that improves the lives of the people. It's always something that make the lives of the people worse. And they just don't care. Now, that's why I say this world has been taken over by a superior intellect, much superior than man. And that intellect, that intelligence, does not want humans here. Because, look, everybody knows Bill Gates has been the most vocal bandit about killing humans, okay? Then you got all them other billionaires and all these other people talking about the world overpopulated. We're using up too many resources. We're going to kill the planet, da, 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 da. Again, just like carbon dating. You didn't scrape nothing off the bone. They dug up and say the bone was 5 million years old. You don't know. That's what they saying to you. Well, according to carbon dating, the bone is 2 million years old, and the last meal that they ate was still stuck in between their teeth. How the hell do you know that? You're sitting out in front of the TV, and that's what they saying to you. And see, now it's just like, poof, wickedness and evil have gained another level of consciousness to realize that you can tell the people anything, they have nothing to compare it to. Because why? Just like that video I saw them driving the truck slowly through Chicago, telling people go inside. They was talking about they spraying for the mosquito, the Zika virus. The mosquito that's supposed to carry the Zika virus. How you know that? How you know? Have you seen the mosquito? Do you have the virus? When they was lying and talking about the hospital was overran, it was people on the ground with their little cell phone, went in the hospital and saw the nurses and everybody sitting there. Wasn't nobody out there because they lying. They trying to scare the mess out of you. So here we look up and the government come out and say, man, if we send them tanks and we send this to Ukraine, that's World War III. What are they doing now? Then you look up, this guy, Bill Gates, stand on the stage at a TED talk and tell the whole world, this number right here, we need to get them down to zero. He was talking about the population. And if you all don't know, the first people they want to kill is all them Africans. Why? Because they want that land, that resource down there, right? Between China and America, they wiped the African brothers and sisters off the face of the earth. And because they know how not to say nothing about it, you never know nothing about it. The 5 black guys that killed that brother, beat him to death, if they had never put that on the news, I wouldn't have known about it. Neither would you. So the way that the government of this world, these government, you have to question every single thing they tell you. If you ask them which way the bathroom, you in the building, you say, where's the bathroom? Where's the restroom? And they say, go down there to the left, to the right. Step and ask somebody else and check. They lie just that much and can never answer a question. You ask them, they stand there with a watch on their arm. And you ask them what time it is. You ask one of them government people, what time is it? He'll look at the watch. He say, well, the thing that you have to really be cognizant of is the time source that you sourcing the time from. And, understanding, are we talking about daylight time, daylight saving time, and or the time that we in? Are we in a year that you would consider a leap year with an extra day? Because that would have some type of effect or indirect effect on the time. So I don't want to give you the time that's not God. That's the way they are. They never ask a question. They never can answer a direct question. You know what I'm saying? And so being like that, you have to say something wrong, something up, man, So yeah, that's where I'm at. This world has been taken over by a intellect more intelligent than mankind, that does not want humans here. Because everything that you see taking place, the end result is dead humans. That's it. So a human die, ain't nobody worried about it. And first in line to get out of here is us, black folks. You know that Africa is predicted to have so many billions of people, like you got China and everything. And the Chinese down there talking about, well, we should take control of Africa because the Africans too dumb. They don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. But in reality, this intellect don't want African, Chinese, American, Russian, Ukrainian, Yugoslavian, Canadian, Australian, South American, Italian, Jews, none of them. They don't want none of them. That's what I'm saying. I mean, and this is just a theory that I have. It don't mean it's true. But when you look up and you see all this stuff going on, it is never anything good for the people. And the people are always protesting. Like I say, here in Israel, man, the people have gone nuts because of what Netanyahu and the government doing. Then they got this guy, Ben Gvir. They told him, don't go to Jerusalem, don't do that, and he did it. Straight up, don't give a damn. And don't care if what they do causes some type of uprising with the Palestinians. Don't care. If they wind up dead, don't care. And then the last point I want to make before I close out, because I'm keeping it short. The believers. On one side, you see evil very, very strong. Evil and wickedness They just rolling, doing whatever they're killing people and tearing up food sources and lying and cheating and making life miserable for humans. Every single day, government passing laws that make human life more difficult on this planet, right? Okay. Now, when you look on the other side, you see good people, or what you call righteous people. They're not doing nothing. Not doing nothing. The only thing they tell you is pray and wait on Jesus, the Lord coming back. But I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that one bit. Why? I don't want my family members dead. I don't want my friends dead. I don't want nobody to suffer. I don't want to sit up and be waiting on somebody to come and do something for us when these damnable heathens are doing all kind of evil right now to innocent people. What about them? You talk about the children. I listened to this girl in Congress read this book that they done put in the library about, man, this was crazy. She sat up there and read it as it is. Unfreaking believable. And it's in the library. Now, in order for the good people to get the book out of the library, you got to go all through this song and dance, through Congress, through the government, and you just got to, they put the good people over here caught up in the laws and the legalities and keep your butt out there. But every single day, them children reading that book, while the good people over there trying to toe the line and go the correct way. But they didn't come and ask the people, could they put the book in the library? The book is in the library. You understand what I'm saying? So how in the smoke did it get in the library without going through the same process that the people, they sending the people through to get the book out of the library? You understand what I'm saying? Who did they talk to? Who did they get permission to place the book in the library? You don't know. Why? The book is in the library. You look up, there it is. And it's being sold all across the internet. And this is the teaching tool they teaching in the school, the children, about sexual organ, and they're using the vulgar words. I mean, it's crazy. And then when the good people come along and don't want the children to be subjected to all this evil, the good people got to go through this process. And that process had the good people all stuck out there, spinning their wheel in a legal system that's designed to keep them spinning their wheel, while every second that the good people spinning their wheel trying to get the righteousness put back into society, the children are being taken advantage of. People are being raped, robbed, pillaged, and all kind of stuff, while the good people over there going back and forth to the court, begging. And so that's why I say righteous people are weak against evil. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, the dude, man, you look, you cannot sit up here and let a daggone devil just ravage your house. Okay? You got to respond spirit to spirit, energy to energy, power to power, strength to strength. And they know that. That's why Master J, that brother that had all them black brothers and sisters out there organized in order with them guns. And he kept saying it, power, respect, power. Just like the brother down there in South Africa, the EFL. They up in there so strong because they know the government is corrupt. They know the leaders is corrupt, and they standing against it. And so what does the government do? Bring in the police, bring in everybody, and throw them out the room. Why? So they can keep on with their wickedness. You see, that's where we at. Good versus evil. And good got to D up. Good got to mount up. Good got to remember, if y'all talking about the Bible, where the hell is your spirit of David at? David was so well known for whooping ass across this land that anytime King David showed up, everybody was concerned if he was coming in peace. First thing they look, whoa, Hey, it's King David. King David coming. And it says, go and find out if he coming in peace. So they get a bunch of devotion, honey, and all kind of good stuff and try to go out there and meet him. Say, hey, bro, what's up, bro? All right, we got some honey. How you feeling today? You feeling good? And they just want to know, is he coming in peace? Because King David was on record for whooping ass. And he was the apple of God's eye. So this is the story that y'all tell. Jesus. You tell the story of Jesus whooping ass in the temple. When they was up in the temple being wicked and evil, Jesus walked in that mud and flipped it upside down. And Jesus was Jesus. So why y'all don't kick no ass in these days? You just want to lay back and pray and wait on Jesus. And Jesus said, no, you got to put in that work, dog. You got to put in that work. You're going to be all prayed up for what? If you don't put the Bible down and go whoop some ass, ain't nobody going to never respect you. Nobody going to respect you. Because all you're going to do is sit up and say some prayer. Just like the children, when the bandit went in there and killed the 9 innocent brothers and sisters in the church, he sat in there an hour with them, and then he shot 9 and looked at the other sisters and said, you go and tell. Arrogant heathen. Because they know black people forgiving. And that's exactly what the sister children did. Stood out there on national news and said, we're not going to let evil win. We're going to forgive him. Negro, y'all about to make me cuss. Your mama dead, boy. Evil done won. Evil done put your mama in the ground. And you sitting up here talking about you forgive that bandit. I guarantee you there's no other nation upon the face of the earth that would do some crap like that. Why you think these Israelis and Palestinians always at each other's throat? Because Israelis done kill Palestinians and Palestinians done kill Israelis, and that never gonna be no peace. Never. Stop all that. They lying. They absolutely straight up lying. Who want to make peace with the bandit done kill my mom and dad and sister and brothers and cousins, aunts and granddad and doing all this? What kind of peace talk you gonna have? Stop all that. You're just lying. You're just lying. And so this is what I'm saying. Righteousness got to get mean up in here and start whooping ass in the name of God, just like David did. Came up in this mug, King David coming. He on record. Mad respect. But nobody respect the righteous people nowadays because all y'all do is sit up, oh Lord, oh Jesus, we got to stay prayed up. We just got to stay prayed up. You know, you go out in the street with your little sign, you scribble up, you know, talking about the government or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shit. These people are killing us. Yes. Every single day they're coming up with every single day they're coming up with more crap to kill us. And what y'all doing? Sitting back, looking in the sky for somebody to pop up and do something for you? You got the people killing you and your family. And you waiting on somebody else to roll in that haven't showed up. And all these people dead. And you look over there, he haven't stopped. He's still killing people. And you sitting on the side waiting on somebody to show up. You know what? It's like the sinking boat. You're in a boat that's sinking. Y'all done called for the Coast Guard. Coast Guard says it's gonna be 15 minutes they're gonna get there. It don't take but 10 minutes for the boat to sink. So that means in 10 minutes you're gonna be in the water. Unless you do something to slow that leak down or stop the leak or save yourself. And so when the Coast Guard do get there, you good. Because why? You did what you needed to do to save yourself. So if this Jesus cat ain't showed up, the help ain't came, and these devils still doing their devilment and causing our lives to be ultra miserable and killing us, at what point do you decide to mount up and protect yourself from them? At all costs. They are literally putting people in the ground. And you just gonna sit around and let them do it. I said this because I love you from the basement of my heart. I love you 24/7. I love you all the time. You better think.